Alrighty guys, welcome back. Today we are finishing off this exciting week of just unity, being together, not being at war, being at peace with each other. You know, this incredible week that we've had. We've had a lot of great messages thrown in throughout this week, and today's is no exception. Who are we listening to today?
We are listening to Vince Gill do Let There Be Peace on Earth.
Okay.
And
the
title
speaks for itself.
Says it all. Yeah, it's been an inspirational week for me.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of good conversation, and which is where, as we keep saying, that's where unity, the mindset is where unity starts. But you have to have a lot of good conversation.
Exactly.
As well.
Exactly.
So that's where, we've been all week, or I've been all week with it anyway. We get here to the end, and it's just, come on, guys. This is what we need. We need peace on earth.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling you a little while ago that your grandmother, this was a song that she always sang in our church as I was growing up. She would always solo on this, and I can remember her just going down in front of everybody and singing this. And so it brings back some memories, for me too. But Vince Gill was like one of the country boys in the 1990s, early 1990s. Okay, and that's where I had first heard of him. And then he married Amy Grant, who was on the country side or the Christian side of things.
Yeah.
And then you started seeing his roots actually come out, because he used to. I don't know that I would say that he did Christian music, but it was definitely faith based. Okay, and you could tell it in the lyrics and whatnot in a lot of his songs. So once he got together with Amy, then all of a sudden you start seeing a lot more of this coming out, and this is just a beautiful song. So
all right.
And it's a beautiful message, so let's
get fun.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, guys, let's get started. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. Strong way to start it. It's true.
Let there be peace on earth. Let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth. The peace that was meant to be. Let it begin with me.
as our Father, brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And with the dove. Okay.
Just so you know, the girl singing,
Mm-hmm.
that was Vince Gill's daughter,
Ah.
Jenny Gill. Okay, and as you can tell in her, by the voice,
Mhm.
she didn't sound very old, right?
Yeah, she sounded like she was like 8.
Okay, well, that's how long ago this was done because she's grown up and has kids now. So anyway, but that was her when she was little. The one thing that I liked when I heard the video,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and the different pictures and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
was that it doesn't matter. I mean, race doesn't matter. Religious beliefs don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter what country you're from.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter if you're old, doesn't matter if you're young, doesn't matter if you're in between. We're all going through the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the one picture where it said, "You are not alone,"
Mm-hmm.
that was like, to me, that was like, that's it. We're all in this
Together.
together.
It reminds me of on Wednesday when we
Mhm.
did We Are the World,
Mm-hmm.
where you had all those different people together, all just
This is-
singing for one thing.
For one thing.
For one thing.
And that's, so it really doesn't matter. We're all striving for the same thing.
Right.
And that's the,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what this week, that's what this week is about. I did think it was funny though. 4 little, what I would say were, I guess, African boys.
Okay.
Okay. And the oldest one, did you see what he was holding?
A Coke.
A bottle of Coke.
Coke bottle.
Okay, Coke makes everything okay. That was one of their. that was one of. In fact, Coke had a campaign, and a lot of you guys may remember this, where it was. Did you ever hear the song? I'd like to teach the world to sing. In perfect harmony.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, you would know it. Well, Coke adapted this thing
Okay.
to their song, and it was, "I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a Coke."
Okay.
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 And keep it company, and but that song, I forget who. To be honest with you, I forget who sang it. I think it was the Seekers. I think sang it. This was like somewhere back in the 70s. But it was their campaign thing. And everything a Coke makes everything
Right.
better because it's
That's right.
universal and it brings everybody together.
Okay, we have to improvise because the other day, you remember the camera 2's battery died? Well, camera 1's SD card was just full for some unknown reason when it said I still had space to record on it. So now we're recording on camera 2 in the position of camera 1. So hopefully this works. My goodness. Anyway.
But as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by camera 1,
Yeah.
the Coke makes everything feel, makes everything feel better. And when, like I say, when that kid was holding the Coke and he had one straw, and there were four kids. Obviously, they weren't worried about Corona at that time when they did it.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
but
70s.
yeah, but it was just like, guys, it's tough, but. A Coke will pull us together, and maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we just need to buy everybody a Coke. Everybody will see, hand them a Coke, But then you get the Pepsi people all up in arms. So.
Yeah, right.
But so I just thought that was kind of funny. The bottom line is, that was the bottom line. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Yeah, with me. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that was it.
All right. You all set?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. On to the announcements. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty guys, so remember we do have our P.O. box. If you'd like to send us anything, that is where you can send it. That information should have popped up on your screen by now and will always be down in the description below. As well as the request form that is also always down in the description below as well. If you have any song requests, we highly recommend that you put them there because that's where we're going to look for them. Not in the comments or anywhere else. That's where we're going to look for them.
Correct.
Remember, we do have Coffee for a Scheme Later up in the corner. If you would like to check out our vlogging channel at all, that's where we have all of that stuff. And we highly encourage you to go over, check that out, and subscribe over there while you're at it. Also, don't forget, we do have our Teespring link that is down in the description below as well if you'd like any of our merchandise, such as our classic TBP logo, our Eat, Sleep, React, Repeat logos, our Defying the Odds since 2020, which is a really cool design, which I came up with, so it was really, really cool.
Makes it that much cooler.
Makes it that much cooler because I did it. And many more great things that will only be in that shop, which is down in the description below. So take a look at that. We also have our Patreon membership down in the description below as well. If you don't know what Patreon is the membership you can get to the channel, whether you want exclusive reactions, behind the scenes, exclusive Teespring discount codes, one-on-one communication with me and Dad, or even just something as simple as a description mention or a shout-out, which you automatically get for becoming a Patreon member. And I do get to thank the following patrons who have pledged to make this video possible for being awesome and sticking with us. That'd be Hot Space, and Petro, Karen Barone, Sandy Thomas, Courtney Track, Cindy Rice, Dawn Kula, and Teresa Anderson. Thank you all so much for your constant love and support of this channel and community, guys. We hope that you stick with us as time to come, especially after I leave in September. So please give him the same support that you've given me since a lot of you all started.
Absolutely.
And if any of you all who aren't a Patreon member but would like to become one, the link will always be down in the description below. However, if you don't feel comfortable making a monthly pledge or anything else, but you would still like to donate to the channel to help us out, we do have a PayPal donation link down in the description below as well. These funds would go towards batteries, possible upgrades in our equipment, or any other expenses that we would have.
Cards.
More SD cards are
SD
now
cards.
on the list. We are not asking for donations, but if you would like to help support us, that is one of the easiest ways that you can, besides becoming a Patreon member. And last but not least, we do have our subscriber goal. That is 2020 by September. We have made a tremendous dent in this goal, so we thank everyone who has helped by subscribing.
Where are we about now?
About now, probably 1570 will be my guess.
Okay, so we're really looking
400.
about 420-ish?
Something.
450.
450-ish.
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 That is huge.
That's for a month and a half.
That's not just a dent.
Yeah.
Okay, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's big. Thank you. Okay.
So thank you all
I'm
so
sorry.
much for all of you all who have subscribed, and for those of you who have not, we highly encourage you to do so. So not only will you be helping us with this goal, but you also will not be missing out on any of the new awesome content that will be coming from this channel every single day except for Sundays. Sundays are our days off, as we recommend for them to be your days off as well. But we do have an awesome video coming out every single day except for Sundays. So if you want to see what we're getting ourselves into, we encourage you to subscribe over there. No, it's over there. It's over there.
That's how I type.
Yeah, I know that's how you type. I type like this, and he wonders how I can type like that, and he types like...
No, I type like I'm pointing at the, at the boxes and stuff.
Goodness. Anyways, anything else that I'm missing or that you'd like to add? I'm done with my
You're done with your stuff?
with my announcements. Yeah.
All right.
Anything that you'd like to add?
No, I just hope you get, except for me pounding on the table. I'm sorry. Sorry, it kind of reminds me of high school, doesn't it? Yeah. Anyway, no, I'm glad we did this week. Okay. And again, it's, if any of these songs resonate with anybody, I mean, going back to We Are the World, I mean, that has been, it's stuck in my head. Okay. And if any of these songs stick in anybody's minds, just to, before you go to lay one on somebody, you might want to give me a knuckle bump. Okay, something,
Right.
something. And that seems kind of silly. We say it kind of, in a silly way.
Right.
But it's something that small. Remember, they keep talking about seeds, right? Seeds aren't real big,
Reminds me of
But
the
it's
Dr.
something
Seuss quote.
But it's something.
I got the quote wrong in this, but you can see the quote that's on the screen. That is the accurate quote, and it fits right in.
It's not. As soon as he started talking about that, and he started talking about seeds, it reminded me of the war axe, and that was the main thing behind the war axe. was that quote.
Everybody go watch the Lorax. Okay.
So, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not.
There it is. That sums up the week.
And that's where I'm going to leave it.
That's where it's at.
So, alrighty guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smack that like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you all next week.